Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ujjwal and I'm sharing yet another art journal page today that I made for the TCW blog. This is my last post, so I wanted to use a lot of the supplies on this that I haven't had the chance to use. They always send out such generous packages of DT supplies that I was never able to use all of them. So I'm trying my best to use all the supplies here, and plus I have this great idea of making a rainbow background. So I started with the heavy body acrylics. The color I'm using is called Grape Jelly, and the stencil is called Zig Zag. The stencils I'm using today are actually food grade cookie stencils, but I don't usually bake that much, so I'm using them for mixed media and they work just fine. So the next color that here I'm using is called Blueberry Pie, and the stencil is called Swirls, and I'm just using the Spun Sugar heavy body paint to stencil my design onto the page here. This is the third color and this is called Blue Jellybean, and again I'm using one of the cookie stencils, and this one is called Stars, I believe, Bright Stars, and just using a piece of sponge and stenciling the design in. And moving on to the next color. So this color is called Kale Smoothie. It's a dark green color, and these paints are really very creamy and smooth and have a long drying time, so you can move around and work on it, and that's why you will see me drying every color in between, because otherwise when I'll stencil everything will become muddy. So I am using my heat gun after every color and then stenciling over it. This stencil is called Stripes, and I'm moving on to the next color, and this time I'm using yellow called the Lemon Custard heavy body paint, and it looks kind of light green because of the background color that I already had on the paper, but I think that's okay because I am going to anyways be covering the center part. So now I'm using the stencils called Little Diamonds, and then I'm moving on to the next color called Orange Slice. This is a very bright happy orange color, and the stencil is called Waves, I think. I will be listing down all the stencils and all the supplies that I've used here in the description box below, as well as on my blog post on the TCW blog. So you can check that out to see the exact names and all the supplies that I used on this page. So this color is called Candied Apple, I believe, Candy Apple Red, and yeah, just using a white flat brush and protecting the page underneath with a scrap piece of paper. And this one is called Mini Dots, I believe, the pattern. Not quite sure, but again I will list down everything here. So once all of this is dry, I'm using the Spun Sugar white paint, heavy body paint, and just smudging it over the center part of the page where I would actually be drawing the girl and the main element of this page. So I'm using a charcoal pencil here from General brand, and this pencil is the charcoal is extra soft, and I just love drawing with it. It's so smooth and I like the charcoal effect on the journal pages. So you often see me draw with this charcoal pencil, and just nothing fancy again. I don't spend too much time on drawing or adding details to the face, just pretty basic, something that will convey the emotion that I have in my mind and that I want to pour out on the page. So I'm just doing like a girl with closed eyes and some hair, and then I wanted to have some clouds, like stormy clouds over her head. So here now I'm going in and filling up her hair with a black licorice heavy body paint, just very what do you say, loose, nothing precise here. I'm just doing whatever is coming to my mind at that particular point in time. And then while the paint was wet, I went over it with my pencil to create some hair strands and just to make it look more appealing. Then I just thought like it needed a little bit more, you know, the clouds, the fuzz, the white on the background, because the background was too complicated. I wanted to make sure that my main element, the girl, will stand out. So I'm adding some more white around her just to make her pop a little bit more. And then we are going to, and you can see that I'm not using a brush. The paper that I'm working on is actually a handmade textured paper, so my hands, the fingers, work really well on this rather than the brush, and I enjoy painting with my fingers, the touch of the paint, and like, yeah, the whole experience is really nice. So I often paint in this journal with just my fingers as the brush, and you can see that I'm directly blending a little bit of black into the white there to create my stormy clouds, the gray dark clouds. And yeah, just having fun, enjoying the process, and not really worrying about the technicalities. I think that is what our journaling is about. Just, you know, let loose and get out of your comfort zone and do what you don't do on a regular basis, and just experiment and have fun. So that's what I'm doing with this journal page, and you can see I created another cloud and added more darkness to it. I have a quote to go with this page, so I'm kind of I've based the whole page on that quote, around that quote. And I love how it turned out. I especially like the idea of the stenciled background. I love that I could use so many stencils on this particular one and create that complicated texture on the background, and while keeping my front element, or the main element in the front, and just making it pop. So the sentiment says, the greater your storm, the brighter your rainbow, and I really liked it. I thought it was really positive and had great vibes. So I just wrote it down with a fine liner, and then I'm just using the TCW gel medium in matte finish to adhere the sentiment onto the page. I am actually going under and above the sentiment, so it is completely sealed on the page and won't come off that easily. So yeah, the gel medium is another. TCW has great mixed media supplies. I love using their products, so yes, I'm going to miss creating for them, but all good things come to an end. So yeah, I am proud that I did this, and I was a part of the team, and the team is really great. They have great products as well. So here I'm just adding finishing touches with an Picked Artist brush pen, smudging and creating more texture. And that's it. So this is the journal page for today. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and don't forget to visit the TCW blog and give some love to my post. Don't forget to comment here on the video as well. I love reading through your comments, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So thank you so much for watching today, and have a great day.